Chris, back again, continuing my Final Fantasy VII New Threat 2.0 run, and it is time for Gongaga and Cosmo Canyon. So without further ado, here we go. I got a little bit of grinding done in the meantime. I went back to the other continent. I got White Wind for the enemy skill, and let's check out Gongaga and just see how it goes. So, I know that up here, there should be a summon materia. At least it was in the old game, so we'll see if it is the same now. So, quick fights. I remember this guy. Machine-based Triceratops tank. Let's take it out quickly. So yeah, you can see that I have White Wind. Really good healing spell there. But let's use Beta on him maybe. And Aris, let's have her attack with Blizzard. Just because I don't think anything poison-based is going to do anything. Yeah, poison-based does nothing. So, let's have Cloud attack. Take this guy out pretty quickly. Not too difficult. Okay. And he gives a pretty good amount of kill. So I'm back to about 10,000 for that. And let's see if there's anything here. I remember there used to be a little scene, a ruined reactor. And you can hear the sound of a helicopter or something approaching. Oh, okay. We don't hide, they come for us. Yeah, haha. You won't find any materia in that junky old reactor. So your contact was right. They really were heading this way. You can leave the rest of us. My Turks will. Oh please, you had your chance. We're gonna test the new weapon. Very well. With Hojo gone, my department has been getting a bigger share of the company's budget. I envy them. Mechanicized weapons are the future. That stupid Heidegger can barely lead those incompetent troopers of his. Oh, sorry, I forgot Heidegger was your boss. Kya haha. Send in the new machine. Okay, so let's see what this new machine is. What we're going to be up against. If it's a machine, then you definitely want something lightning-based to take it on. So, okay, it looks like some kind of big truck. Alright, well, we got our little boss fight here. And we are going against a... Okay, so it's the motor ball. Alright, this is where it makes its appearance. Okay, so let's use fire on everything. And... Okay, so it's poison. That was good against anything humanoid. But it doesn't look like we're going to have to worry too much about this fight. They're not doing a lot of damage, and he's leveled up pretty good. So, 300 or 400. Probably should throw some heals soon. But I just want to get rid of these guys first. Okay, let's use Cloud's White Wind, restore everybody up to full, and keep using Yuffie's Thunder spell. Alright, so the extra guys are gone. We didn't have to worry about using Beta or anything. But Cloud's spell should heal everything up to full. And yeah, let's keep using fire on this guy. I know fire's not that effective, but for some reason I only have lightning on Yuffie. And Cloud's spell once I get it. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have Manipulate tied to the command counter. I should change that. And everybody's back up to full health by a lot. Okay, that's it for that fight. I was going to say we'll get Cloud just doing basic attacks, but we don't even have to do that. Okay, and nice amount of experience. And quite a bit of AP. So, we did receive materia. Looks like they ran, so Shinra's stepping up their weapons development. We better watch our step from here on out. Okay. Yeah, so I guess there's nothing here to get. And just quickly go through this fight. So I think Aris's weapon, I forgot to change it, but I think what it does is it takes her MP and it restores MP to her. So it is a really, really good weapon to have, especially since I'm doing a lot of casting I don't have to worry about her for pointers anymore. Alright, that takes care of that. And one thing I'm going to change is I think when I was doing the grinding, I put the enemy lure on, so let's quickly check. Cover. Okay, maybe I didn't. Oh well. I thought I was getting into more fights than usual, but I guess it was just a normal amount of fights. Alright, and let's do a quick save because we did take out a boss, but they don't want us to save just yet. Man, Yuffie is going through a lot of magic. Thundera is 40 MP. I probably should put that on Eris because she has the higher magic stat, and plus she can attack and get her magic back, so I've yet to hit any of the level 2 limits so far, but I think I'm getting closer. It's 200 for Cloud, I think 160 for the party members we got early, and then 120 I think for some of the ones that get both mid-game, and then 100 for Sid and Vincent, I think. So, or just Sid. Vincent is different for unlocking his higher level limit breaks. Okay, so this is a dance. Flower Prong. Okay. What is it that you're doing? So you're stealing mana. SOB. So I guess as his mana restores, he's going to get bigger and do a little bit more damage, but not enough to really hurt us. And Fire 3 is looking pretty cool. Okay, that makes him even bigger. So, kind of like the things that come out of the big barrel. It looks like the more you attack this guy, the more the battle progresses, and I think that's actually a really good mechanic for a boss fight. You start off small and then they get gradually bigger until you reach their final stage. But we got through him quickly. And he was worth a good amount of experience and MP, or AP. So let's get Yuffie's magic back up a little bit because she's been using the most expensive spells. And this way to Gongaga. From what I remember, that's where you would face the Turks for another time. The reactor explosion took my husband. So, this is going to be another area that's interesting to see in the Final Fantasy VII Remake if they go this far. Kind of curious to see what they do with Gongaga, a ruined reactor. So we don't have Tifa. Usually it's Tifa and Eris that somewhat have a role here. Huh? Did you want something? Buy accessories. Here's a story. People can live without the Shinra Mako reactors. Good story. So what accessories do you have? Headbands, silver glasses, so stuff that's not really all that great. Mystify. Time, we already have one. Heal we have. Transform now we have. So let's get a Mystify, because I can't remember just what spells came with it. And these little things at the side of each building allow you to go up to the second floor because they don't have stairs. You want something? Here's story. It's been a while since the explosion, but you can still find the pieces it left all over town. And it looks like we have another soldier here to pick up. So what weapons do you have? We already have a hard edge. Grand Glove, that seems more of a caster weapon, although it does increase her attack by a little bit. Atomic Scissors, we don't have those either. So all these seem to be a bit stronger weapons. Yuffie already has a boomerang. Let's get the diamond pin. Yeah, we do have enough that we can start affording some of this stuff now. So might as well pick up a couple. And let's get a few that toggle the frog, because I remember that the frog was something that was a bit annoying later. And a couple from Minnie. Molotov. We don't need any, really. Is there anything we can sell? I think we can start selling the potions now because they're not going to be used nearly as much. We'll be doing high potions, so I'm going to have to arrange this a little bit. Grenades, we can get rid of those. And that's a good one to have. Echo drops you want to keep. Dream powder, how much does that sell for? Let's sell the dream powder. It's something I don't really use very often. Smoke bomb, we'll sell those. Spider web, slow I don't find to be that useful. That's decent. And it drains MP, so we're going to keep the ghost hand. And shrapnel, sell that off. Yeah, sell some of these that are elemental base. Actually, yeah, we're going to sell the ghost hand too. Ooh, it's worth 1,000. Okay, local weed. Yeah, a lot of this stuff can basically go because I don't think we're going to have much use for it. We already have a poison materia, so we don't need that one. We do want the cures because they're useful. Molotov can go. Deadly waste. Yeah, I guess that can go. I think that would be the equivalent of Bio 2, but we already have the materia for that now. Vaccine. We'll hold on to that for a little while longer. And some of these can go, like the bronze materia. I don't think we're ever going to equip that again. Or the iron bangle. The weapons I like keeping, the armor not as much. So strength plus 10 does sound like a good thing, but we're going to be getting better armor soon anyway. And that's actually a good accessory, so I should keep that. Alright, so that's everything there, and I've purchased everything I need to. So we have our, I think, third 135th soldier now. So we need a total of 12, so we're a quarter of the way there. And Gongaga's looking pretty interesting so far. I'm really curious what they're going to do with that in the expansion. Okay, so let's sort it by... Okay, so battle doesn't seem to be... So the X potion is down there. Why do they have the tents? You would think that they would put the potions up a little bit higher. But I'd say that's good enough. Okay. So, a couple houses to check out here. Looks like another shop. Oh, you here to shop? Buy items? Here's a story. When the reactor blew up, it devastated the town. These stories are all very short. Which is good. Okay, we have enough high potions, so we don't need any more of those. And high potions we just use in a pinch, but for the most part I stick to using the materia because the cure seems to heal a lot more than potions ever could. You all travelers? Hey, wait, that glow in your eyes. Were you in Soldier? Oh, you're right. Don't you know anything about our son? His name is Zack. It's been so long since we last heard from him. He left Gongaga saying he didn't want to live in the country. Last we heard, he joined Soldier and had made it to first class. You must have known him. I don't remember. Zack? Young lady, do you know him? He wrote to us 6 or 7 years ago saying that he had a girlfriend. Could that have been you? I'm sorry, I need to go. Eris. Have you ever met someone in Soldier named Zack? Surely Shinra would have notified us if something had happened. No, I need to believe he's okay. We'll find out in a few months just what they've changed about that. Alright, so this actually seems to be a house, not a shop. This is Gongaga Village. Many people died here in a Mako reactor explosion. White M phone, so that's good for Katsif. And it looks like there's a book over there, but you can't seem to really reach it. So I guess that's it for this house, since we can't reach that book. And let's see what's over here. Need something? Need a room? Here's a story. We lost so many people. Others moved on to new lives. Explosion. So, even though the town is poor, I'm just running around robbing what little they have left. I'm terrible. Okay, so there's Eris. Eris. What a shock. I didn't know Zack was from this town. You know him? Didn't I tell you? He was my first boyfriend. Cloud. Nothing. Zack. Soldier first class. Same as Cloud. Strange. There aren't that many who make it first class, but I've never heard of him. That's alright. It's all in the past now. He's been missing. Missing? It was 5 years ago. He went out on a job and never came back. He loved women. A real ladies' man. I wonder what happened to him. Hey, what's wrong? Poor guy. I guess he's gone, but I feel for his parents. Let's go, Cloud. Okay, so that takes care of Gongaga. We already talked to those guys. So let's see if there's anything else here. Yep. Another town destroyed by Shinra. They built the reactor fast to save money and abandoned it when it blew. You saw them. It's always the folks who got nothing that end up losing everything. But nobody got time to care about them. So long as they living off Shinra's power, that's just the way of the world now. But I can't let things be. That's why I formed Avalance, to fight back, give people some hope. Yo, Cloud, after Sephiroth, there's still Shinra. We're gonna need you for the fight. You got it. Thanks, man. Hey, you sure have change. We're gonna do this. Ain't no way Shinra gonna ruin this planet with us around. I wonder which, I think it's a slash all, but I'm not sure. So this is where we see our first frog. Let's steal from it. Okay, so it's actually not nearly as much of a threat as I was afraid it would be. I think it's on one of the islands after you get the plane. Okay, added cut. So let's give that to Cloud. And okay, let's put it for. Okay, so whenever the enemy skill is used, then I'll have an added cut as well, because I do tend to use that more. I thought about putting it with the fire maybe, but no, I don't need to do that. And now I have an extra all. So manipulate, I'm going to switch out for the steal. That way Yuffie steals a lot more. And notice that the cursor is now a Buster Sword instead of the finger. So I made that little change. Alright, so I don't have... Okay, can I put... Let's switch that for all that I just switched out. And arrange... So Mystify, let's check what that one does. Mystify is Confuse and Berserk. So when you get the added status effect one, if you equip that to your weapon has a chance to either confuse or berserk them, so that's a good one to add. It's one thing that I kind of think was a little bit disappointing in the remake, that they didn't have as much materia option. So you get some crazy stuff in this, and I suppose it would be somewhat game-breaking. Oops. Wrong way. So we'll probably see some... Yeah, more frogs here. So let's use Thunder on Blizzard, and let's use Beta on these guys. Okay, so is that Protect or something? Oh no, that's Petrify. So I'm probably overkilling it a fair bit, but... Oh well. You get to see some overpowered spells, you get to see some cool stuff. Alright, so we did that. So we didn't do the... Okay, what was that ability? Huh. I'm not sure what Eris did, but she just attacked the entire group instead of just one person. So fire leveled up, cornucopia. So I probably didn't have to buy the stuff for get rid of frog. Okay, so actually, where is my map? So I need to go west more, I think. So across this river, All the way over there. That's where the entrance is. And yep, this is the right way. Going towards Cosmo Canyon now. So Red Axe has his whole part here. And this guy's not actually too difficult. I'm just auto attack. Maybe not. That's a weak auto attack. Alright, so let's use spells. Hits for about 400, so he's no late. But Thunder can finish him off easily enough. 25 years and everybody still recognizes that tune easily. So you have two options. You can either get out and go to Cosmo Canyon, or you can attempt to just drive by it and then you see your cart break down. So that's what we're going to do. Why would it just short out here? How weird. And then it just blows. But if you don't try and drive by, if you just get out, then it still goes through the same dialogue where it's like, hey, we fixed your car. I didn't even know it was broken. Oh man, a breakdown? Now? That's so strange. Let's check out this town here. Maybe they can help us fix it. So, this is Cosmo Canyon. Another area that's going to be interesting to see in the remake. I am home. It is I, Nanaki. Is that you, Nanaki? You're safe. Bogenhagen was worried. You should go see him. That's going to be a name that is just going to sound so weird when they have the voiceovers. Nanaki. Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this land? Nope. Then allow me to introduce you. This was once a battleground between two ancient tribes. Now it is home to those who seek to study the planet and share that knowledge with others. I'm sorry to say this, but we have too many guests in the canyon at present, and so... These people helped me. Without them, I would not have made it back home. Oh, is that so? You helped out our Nanaki? Well then, we'll make an exception. So much for the occupation limit. Or occupancy limit. Who is Nanaki? Nanaki is Nanaki. That is his name. Okay, that's deep. Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Make yourselves at home. Let's do a quick little round of everybody here. Yay, Nanaki! Nanaki's back. It's all thanks to this flame. This fire is called Cosmo Candle. It has burned for generations. It's a holy flame that protects this canyon from misfortune. I've heard it only went out once when the canyon was attacked. The elders said that the attackers had covered the canyon and wanted to kill everyone here. This is Cosmo Canyon, quite a mysterious place. Have you come to study the planet as well? Yep. Yeah? I heard that there's an awesome observatory here. I'd like to see it if I get the chance. Well, we're gonna cut in line for you, in front of you, buddy. So, let's check out what we have up here. Nothing. So it's strange, in this town your party members don't seem to wander off like they have in some previous ones. So I don't think there's anybody to really find and chat with. Oh, I think this is where we get another of the turtle flyers. Elder Boucher, is that you? Is that so? You brought Nanaki back here? Yeah, thanks. Welcome. How about our original cocktail, the Scarlet Candle? A drink now and then is good for you. It'll relax you a bit if you know when to stop. Okay, so I guess we're not getting a drink. And what's in here? Nothing. Oh wait, Moonstone. What is the Moonstone? Moonstone. Easy to get if you're a pal of nobles. So, okay. I have no idea what that does. But onward and upward. Welcome to Shildra Inn. It'll be 100 at night. Would you like to stay? Yeah, might as well restore our mana before we have to go into the Gi Caves. so they definitely don't wander off here. And before I forget, this is where we get another Turtles Paradise, number 5. So I think I've actually missed a couple along the way. I know the first one was in, I believe in Sector 7. The second one was in Shinra Tower, but going up the stairs, I kind of forgot to get that one. And the third one, I'm not even sure. I think 4 and 5 are both here, so I've missed 2 along the way. So when I finally do get to Wutai, I'm not going to get the bonus just yet. Hello, looking for anything in particular? Nope, we have everything we need here. And money is already getting pretty tight, so what can you do? Yeah, I think if you actually go the hard mode, you'll level up even faster. Oops. Oh, okay, so this is the guy that fixes the car. So you're stranded. Well, don't worry, I'll try and fix it for you. Oh, thanks. He probably would have fixed it anyway if we had not talked to him. Okay, so there's Red. Here's where I was. I mean, this is my hometown. My tribe were protectors of those who appreciated this beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. Cowardly father. Yes, my father was an astral. And so the mission I inherited from my ancestors was to protect this place. I'm afraid that my journey ends here. Hey, Nanaki, you're home. Coming, Grandpa. Let's stay here for a bit. It's a good chance to learn more about the planets. Okay, so there's Turtle Paradise number 4. So we're just missing 2 and 3. Now higher. Looking for someone who can stand long hours of boredom. Please, for details, contact the Turtles Paradise. So this is where we get some better weapons. Probably should have saved up some more gil. But, let's see. So the Butterfly Edge is a really good weapon, and it has a cool look. We're going to get that. And since we're taking... I think we'll take Tifa and Yuffie into the cave, so we want to make sure that they have the best weapons. So let's get the Tiger Fang and the Pinwheel. And we don't have enough for another one, so we're out of luck there. The Silver Armlets, now we're going to hold off on that. So let's quickly switch out our party. Oh, we can. Oh well. Let's equip Cloud with the Butterfly Edge. So finally a new sword. He has the gold armlets. And I do have a silver armlet anyway. I think I got a couple of those stealing from things when I was grinding out. And Protect Vest. Let's switch that for... Yeah, so he won't get blind or paralyzed anymore. And that takes care of everything we need here. Okay, so let's do a quick save, and then we have the dialogue next. Okay, so we have both of the Turtles Paradise things. Now we just have to go and see what Nanaki has to say. Elder Hargo, where did I put it? I know it's around here. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know what you're looking for, bud. Oh well. I guess it's not that important. So we're almost at the top. I got stuck there for a second. Alright. Bungenhagen says this door sealed this door shut. How did he do that? With super glue? I'm just gonna call him Grandpa from now on. Bungenhagen is too weird to say. Oh man, I'm so busy. I need more help. Mumbo complained. Okay. So, that's the chef. Anything in here? Oh, there's Yuffie. Oh man, this place looks like a real drag, and their materia sucks too. You forgot your change. kind of like that the guy was sleeping on the job. Okay, so command counter. Ooh, that's expensive. Well, we can't afford either of those. The material doesn't suck, it's just really expensive. Okay. Well, out of luck there. So I think now that they've kind of separated, you'd probably see the party members around the base. So let's take a quick look around and see if we have any interesting dialogue. So I probably should have come up this way first before exploring the town, but you never know what's going to happen until... Well, I have played through the game before, but never this part. This type. So I don't see anybody here. Let's see here. Do you see anyone around? Nope. Nobody's here. So there's the inn, and let's see if there's anybody in this building. So it's just this, and then the inn, and nope, nobody's in here. Alright, one last place to check, and then on with the game. Okay. And nope, nobody's in here. And we'll just walk into the inn here. Yep. I like how with these games you can do all that stuff, but if you try and do it in real life, you just walk into a hotel and just start wandering around, you just get kicked out. But they let us do it in video games all the time. I can go into any room and take what's in the safe there. That's not real life, man. Alright. Nope, our party members are not around. The only one that was just Yuppie. And yeah, I don't think I've missed anything. So, let's find Red. Up the stairs we go. Okay, so there is a little something out here, I think. And nope, nothing to see there. Alright, so up the ladder. And let's just see what's revealed next. Yep, it's going to be cool to see what they do in part 2 of the remake. Cloud, this is my grandfather. He is incredible. He knows everything. Ho, ho, ho. I hear that you guided Nanaki back to us. You have my thanks. Nanaki is too young to wander alone. I'm not a child, Grandpa. I'm 48. Ho, ho, ho. Nanaki's race has incredible longevity. He may be 48 in our years, but by his tribe's reckoning, he is only, say, 15 or 16 at best. 15 or 16? He is quiet and very deep. You thought he was an adult? Grandfather, enough. I'm already an adult. I've finished my journey. Now I've returned to protect you and the people of this canyon. Ho, ho, ho. Settle down, Nanaki. Nobody can save the canyon now, or anywhere else for that matter. But did you reach Midgard, Nanaki? Did you see the sparkling city set above the wastelands below? The land there has withered away, just as it has wherever Shinra reactors are to be found. When the planet finally dies, you'll understand that the world is larger than this small canyon. It's pretty spry for an old guy. Jumped right on the table. When the planet dies? Ho ho ho. It could happen tomorrow or centuries from now, but it's not long off. You've got to be kidding. How do you know this? I hear the cries of the planets. And then you hear like a wailing in the background. Oh, there's another soldier. What's that? The observatory is listening to star song. In the universe, countless stars and planets are being born or dying. Cool. What was that? Ho ho ho. That was a cry from this planet. Can't you hear it? I hurt. I suffer. But they're on a journey to save the planet, Grandpa. Why not show them the oratory? It might help them understand. To save the planet? Ho, ho, ho. Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. I usually charge for this, you know. Grandpa. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Grandpa. Some more people have come. I think they're Nanaki's friends. The whole place has gotten busy all of a sudden. Then I'll retire for the night. It's been a long road. They weren't going to let us in because it was too busy, and now all of a sudden our presence is this big deal. Cloud, you should pick who to bring along. Grandpa's machinery only has room for a few people, so don't overcrowd it. Alright. Well, we're going to bring along Tifa and Yuffie. Tifa because why not, and Yuffie because she seems to have the funniest dialogue. So, let's see. I guess we have to try and find people now. Okay, so this is just the cook. Oh wait, there's Seath. I wonder if we just talk to him, if we'll set the party. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. Tifa and Yuffie. Actually, let's make it Arisen Yuffie. Just because I think she probably has something more meaningful to say in the observatory. Being an ancient and all that. Alright, so back up we go. Yeah, I don't think going around and finding everybody to talk to there would have been too fruitful. I mean, Seath didn't really say anything and just went into the PHS menu. Grandpa, over here. The door's unlocked. Come on. Well, I want to go up first and get that soldier before I forget. So, there we go. Oh, okay. Alright, so that takes us to the very, very top. So I guess I have to take the ladder on the left side there. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we got, I think that's number 5 now. So, starting to get there. I wonder if they have a bunch of these soldiers kind of put in really obscure places like the Apocalypse Forest or whatever. Talk to him. Ho ho ho, so you're all here. Then let's begin. Come over here. Yeah, if they went so overboard with the Shinra virtual reality thing in the remake, I just really wonder what they're going to do with this. Eris, this is amazing. Yes, it's pretty good. This is my observatory. All the workings of space are observed and then entered into this holographic system. Hey, a shooting star! It's kind of what you think of when you think like advanced virtual reality. You have stuff like this, but I've tried virtual reality, and I don't know, just I don't think we'll ever be where people imagine that virtual reality will be. Nothing cool like actually seeing a whole interactive universe. It's kind of just like 3D video gaming, really. Eris, wow, how wonderful! Ho ho ho, quit gawking already. Let's get to the subject. To save the planet, you must first understand what the planet is. Eventually, all living things die, but what happens to them after they have passed away? Well, the body decomposes. That much everybody knows. But what about their consciousness, their knowledge, and memories? These too return to the planets. It's not just humans either. Every living thing returns to the planets. The birds, the beasts, the trees. The spirits that return to the planet merge with one another, and then roam beneath the planet's surface. They roam, converge, and divide, becoming a swell which we call the life stream. If the planet is a body, then the spirit energy coursing throughout its subterranean reaches is the blood. Spirit energy is a term you should never forget. It is because of spirit energy that new life is able to enter the world with a consciousness and soul. And when their time is up, the spirit energy inside them returns again to the planets. Of course, there are exceptions, but this is the way of the world. And now there is something very important that I must show you. Yeah, this is one thing that I'm looking forward to when I do my Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough. I won't have to do all the dialogue. All that'll basically be taken care of for me, because I'm not really a voice actor. Definitely not. My voices are not consistent in any way. Kind of hurts my throat a little bit to do clouds and parrots, because it's just unnatural. But at least I'm trying. So, everybody that dies, their life force recovers the planet. Spirit energy is the source of all life, everything from plants to humans. But it's not just us, the planets themselves are alive and need spirit energy to exist. So, if that spirit energy were to disappear, then the planet would be weakened and just destroy itself. It is a cool concept, I will say that. So we can't move around just yet. These are the basics of planet life. If spirit energy disappears, our planet will die. Ho ho ho. Spirit energy is efficient because it grows through the life it creates. If spirit energy is extracted and used as a simple fuel, however, then it can only diminish, as its true purpose cannot be fulfilled. You're talking about Mako, right? Every day, Mako reactors suck up spirit energy for use as an energy source. What is essentially happening is that the essence of living things are being used up and lost forever. In other words, Mako energy will inevitably destroy the planet when there is no longer enough spirit energy left. It's climate change. In theory. Yeah, definitely going to be a cool scene in the remake. The story of the planets and those who live with them. If you want to know more, then you must listen to the words of the elders. Nanaki, his father was a coward, so that's it. Nanaki has been thinking that all this time. Okay, so he says the same thing. Alright, well I guess we have to go to the outside, to the Cosmo Candle. And then they have another bit of dialogue where everybody starts reassessing what their purpose is. Yep. I look forward to seeing what Cosmo Canyon is like. I think in the remake, the drink that Tifa makes is called the Cosmo Canyon. Yeah. Actually, before I go further, I'm just going to do a quick save because that was a bit of dialogue. And I know I haven't really seen it much in this, but if it crashes, I don't want to have to go through all that. So, just a quick little save. And I'm going to be taking... so, everybody basically has their abilities now. Their second limit break. So we just do the talk with everybody. We'll save Nanaki for last. Cosmo Canyon. This is where Avalanche was born. I wonder what the others are doing now. Maybe they still fighting the Shinra. Maybe they moved on. For me, I don't know if I can move on. I lost everything to the Shinra. Ain't much else I think about. But is it right for me to go on like that? A lot of innocent folks died because of what we did back in Midgar. When Marlene grows up and she finds out about it, will she ever forgive me? I ain't sure about my reasons, but I do know one thing. If there's anything I can do to save the planet or the people on it, then I'm gonna do it. It don't matter if it's just for justice or revenge or whatever. I gotta stay focused on that. I'm gonna do it. Again, Avalanche is born again. This place is a bore, just like I thought. I want to go somewhere. Let's go back to the Gold Saucer. But we had such a horrible experience there. I wonder how many years it's been. Gosh, it brings back memories. I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things about the Cetra and the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now. But I mean, we're here for you, right? I know, but I am the only Cetra. Does that mean we can't help? Poor Eris, she's all sad. Bonfires are funny, aren't they? They have a way of making you remember all sorts of things. We're pretty close to Nibelheim, so I've been thinking about it a lot. About 5 years ago, I mean. Cloud, listen to me. 5 years ago, you... It's nothing. No, forget it. I need a bit of time. What is it? It just feels like you've changed so much. You really are you, right? Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this flame. No, never mind. What happened? It's about my parents. When I talk about my mother, I am full of pride and joy, and that's fine. But when I think of my father, my heart is full of anger. You really can't forgive your father. So he's a typical teenager. Of course not. He left mother for dead. When the Gi tribe attacked, he ran off by himself, leaving her and the people of the canyon. Come, Nanaki, there's something you should see. It will be dangerous, however. It would be best if 2 of your friends came along with us. Who are we gonna pick? Let's go back to Tifa. We haven't had Tifa for a while. So, I'm not really a fan of Cat Seath. I mean, I know in every playthrough I kind of want to get everybody's limit break, but Cat Seath is the one I never really bother with. Like, his dice is okay, but it quickly starts getting underpowered as limit break, and then... Oops. Don't want to talk to them, so I have the people I want. Let's quickly do the materia setup. So, range... exchange. Oh, let's make sure that they have the right weapons. So, diamond pin or magic comb. Ooh, double. Let's go with the magic comb then. Let's give him the. So the bronze has 3, silver armlet has 4. Let's go with the silver armlet, and let's give him the protect vest. Let's give Tifa her. What was it? The Tiger Fang. Yeah, she doesn't have any doubles, so Tiger Fang it is. And Titan Bangle. Yeah, I think Titan Bangle is a good one. Okay, so now back to the materia. And let's see. Eris, we'll give Eris's ones to Red Axe. And then we'll give Yuffie's materia to Tifa. So the only things we can't have are the manipulate and the heal. So let's just take those off and let's remove Cat Seath because she's not even in the party. So Ice Elemental, let's change that for, I would say Fire would probably be a better choice. So we're going to give Tifa the Fire Elemental. Here we go. And same with Cat Seath. So who all has Fire? So Cloud has Fire. Yeah, I don't think Earth is going to be a good one, but I definitely want to make sure everybody has Restore because there is a really good thing to do with Restore in this one. So let's give Cloud a Restore, and does he have the other one? No, Cloud has Gravity, Time, Lightning, Ice, and... So Cat Seath has the other Restore. He also has the All. So Ice All, Elemental, let's make a little bit of change here since Red doesn't have the other linked one. So now Cloud has... Okay, Cloud has 2 restores. No, I don't want that. Alright, let's give Tifa the other restore then. So now she has Restore and All, Cloud has Restore and All, And Cloud also has steel, so since he also has cover, then he should get the steel a little bit more often. And added cut for the enemy skill, so that's good. Alright, so a little bit of rearranging there, and then we should save before we go into the cave, just in case. The cave is not all that long, but I remember the spiders in it would have that ability that when they attack, they basically half and half and half your health. So the more health you have, the more damage they'll do, and then sometimes it could build up your limit breaks really quickly. But it was never really good to go into the fights against the giant spiders with full health, because they just eat away at that really quickly. I don't remember if it was the counter, if it was their basic attack. I think it might have been the counter, because I've seen it an awful lot. So you strike them, and they hit you back, and they hit pretty hard. Ho ho ho. Are we all set? Yep. Shall we go? Yes, we shall go. We are all set. Material's good, gear's good. So, okay. I wonder how he got there. Never mind, come on. Oh, so, the Fort Connor guy. Before I forget, I'm going to take care of that. And I'm going to pause it while doing it, because we've already seen the whole Fort Condor thing. But if I don't do it now, then I'm going to... Oh, I actually can. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to pause it now, then. Okay, well, I'll just have to remember to go take care of that afterwards. But they have enough funding that's... I mean, it's not like they can't take care of the attacks when they come. I sort of wonder, if you were to give them no funding at all, would they use up all the money that they have, and then what would happen if they had zero? Would you just ignore them? I'm not sure. Never tried it. Okay, so break open the rocks. Okay, so nothing there. Okay, so the rocks do break open, and alright, it's not here that we have the spider, so I believe it's the next part. So these guys are... They like to cast the death one, but Tifa has her 2 limit breaks, and that should finish him off, yeah. I can't remember what these guys are weak to. I should do a quick sense, just to be sure. And we're starting to get high potions, so that's going to be pretty good instead of using up the mana. Okay, so that opened the door. There's a couple things in here to get. Okay, so this is where we get our first fight, and it's against these guys. So let's do a fire magic and attack, and yeah. So if he gets attacked, then he has a chance to steal. It's one of the great things about all the materia that they have in this game. So many different effects that. Okay, well, I didn't get the sense off, but I guess they were weak against fire. So that takes care of that. And lots of experience from them. Alright, so that takes care of that part. And so nothing else we can get here. So we just continue on to the next part, and I don't know if you saw the materia that was in the top left there. Let's go with fire magic again. Attack and sense. So, well, I think we are quite multi-level in this part, so it's going to be fairly easy, but like I said, this isn't a speed run, it's just kind of a dialogue or a gameplay run just to get through, do the video, plus it's a very old game. I know for the Final Fantasy Remastered, or the remake, you can set it so that it's hard right off the bat, but I think that's pretty useless because even if you're really good at avoiding all the hits, then it still takes far too long to do every battle. Oh, ho ho ho. The ghosts wandering this place were of the Gi tribe who fell in battle here. Ghosts? But how? The vengeful spirits of the Gi were too bent on revenge to return to the life stream. We should tread carefully. Ho ho ho. Alright, so yeah, on the upper left part there, you saw materia there, and it's okay, so here where you see the little spots like this, it's best to walk because then you won't slip and crash into the wall. So this takes us to where the materia is, I believe. So we're going to use attack for Tifa, probably Blizzard for these two, and attack. So these guys don't have a lot of health. I mean, the fire took them out pretty easy. And Cloud is doing about 500 for his basic attacks now, and 1500 for materia. I remember the first time playing through this game, I used the auto attack, or not the auto attacks, but just the basic attack so much more. And it makes the game take so much longer, so. Alright, another all materia. Alls are the big money maker for this game. Once you start getting those mastered, I think they sell for like 500,000. Alright, so Death Sentence I really don't like. So Tifa is still in her cowboy outfit. I think the next video I'm going to go back to her basic outfit because she's been in that long enough now. And she's one of the few that you actually get different outfit choices for. In the mod, I think there's one you can set it. I think you can kind of set it so that they have the Advent Children outfits. But I don't have that mod actually, so I'm not sure. But I know in the remake you can get Cloud in his Advent Children outfits, Tifa in hers. Aerith doesn't really have one, or Aerith in the remake. Barrett, you can set his up. And Red 13, you can actually get him to look in different colors. But, yeah, there's not a lot of reference for different standard costumes that they have. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so since these are snakes, we don't want to use the beta on it because they're immune to poison. So snakes generally are immune to poison. Using anything poison based like beta would just be a complete waste. And yeah, I like the fact that he has cover and then how to cut and steal. Or added command, I mean, and steal. Okay. That's a lot of experience here. So I probably could have spent some time grinding here, but oh well, too late now. Alright, so go up and get the chest here. Yeah, you pretty much want to get everything in one go here because there's no coming back. Once this area is finished, I don't think... Actually, I think with the... with the 2.0 mod, you can come back here because you start getting extra stuff to do at the end. A lot of stuff to get better weapons, better materia. So I think later on you can return to this area, but by then the items that you get from here would be pretty useless anyway. I think for the developer of the mod made it so you had to come back here to get Red's ultimate weapon. But I'm not sure. Right, so nothing there. And there's a chest. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now we go back up the steps. And... yep, this way. So there's lava under here. As you saw, this cave leads right into the heart of Cosmo Canyon. If the Gi had been able to pass through this cave, then they would have easily defeated us. Let's move on. So I think there's a trick for this, where if you use the Phoenix down on the boss here, it pretty much one-shots. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cheese it a little bit. Okay, so that takes us through all the way up there. So yeah, I don't remember the exact order for these caves. Oh, okay. We got Death Sentence. I forgot that that was one of the enemy skills you can get here. I guess it's a good thing to have the enemy skill materia on all the time. Especially on Cloud, because he has the chance to get attacked a lot more. And some of the enemy skills are very, very powerful. I know when you start doing the Emerald Weapon, the other ones, you want to make sure that you have all that. Okay, so here's the first spider. And I believe whenever you attack, he counters, and he does a lot of damage. So we're going to use fire on him. Yeah, his base, so it's definitely a counter one. So his basic attack can be about 300 or so. But I think if you attack, then he does his counter, and that basically halves your health. So he doesn't seem to go up. Okay, so there we go, counter Snoop Bomb. So it's definitely not, okay, so it's not half, but it is enough that it's somewhat significant. So I guess he can counter from the spells as well. And let's quickly heal up. Get everybody back to full health. There we go, and another chest here. So yeah, there's 2 chests to get. So I think it's the 4th door that we take, and that should get us up to the save point there. Alright, so we're going to use Cross Slash, because I like that ability, and then Wizard Attack. So yeah, I haven't even been close to running out of time for the death sentence. But I think for the final boss, since this is a much longer fight, you definitely have to make sure you have your movement downs and everything. So we want to make sure that we are saving more than enough. Well, we have a tent that we could use at the save point. We also have plenty of ethers. I think I'll use a tent because it's only 500. And yep, we're almost there. I want to make sure I have, like, I'm probably going to take out that other spider. So that was the 2nd door. I believe it's the 4th. So yeah, there we go. 4th door. I was right. And we're going to just wail on this guy with spells, finish him off quickly. Yep, the less damage he does, the better. Yeah, I will say that was another thing that was a little bit disappointing about the remake. Level 3 spells. I mean, I know being kind of an action-based RPG, they couldn't really go over and have this big graphic, amazing show for every spell, especially since you're going to be using them a lot. But it would be nice if the fire one kind of had a little bit more to it. So yeah, this guy's not too hard to take out, but the spell should finish him off. Yep, we'll definitely use the tent at the next point there. Yeah, we're not too far down on mana. Cloud's at 93, the others are about mid-100s. So we're going to finish off this quickly. Another giant spider. So, Stinger. Finish him off with our level 3 spells quickly, and then we just have the boss here. So Blizzard did about 1,000, Fire did about 2,000. That hurts. And I think that gives... Oh! You can actually steal tents from these. I didn't know that. Oh well. And Cloud has just enough mana to cast once more. But we're going to restore it all at the save point there. So, item. There we go. Tents. Okay. Alright, let's remedy from there. And a quick save. you're at the last part, I believe. But a lone warrior discovered their plan and came down to the caves alone. Using these passages, he was able to divide the enemy force and defeat them one by one. Grandpa, this warrior. Ho ho ho, we're almost there. So this is the guy. So we're going to use Phoenix down on him and see if it works. Grandpa, is that? Leading the Gi was their shaman, a creature that they say had conquered death itself. This can't be. Looks like we're fighting a giant wall. Okay, so I don't think that this is the same guy. Let's see here. Phoenix down on Gi Giants. Oh, we stole the power wrist. And we're going to use our limit break on this guy. Okay, so the Phoenix down didn't do anything. So this guy's a shaman. Freaking huge. That's a pretty brutal spell. That wasn't too bad. So I think Tifa had the... I think Tifa had the heals. So just Kiraga on Saul. Or too late. Well, we don't have to worry about that. So cover maxed out, and a new cover was born. Thank you, Cloud. Because of you, we survived. Nanaki, you have grown strong too. Oh yeah? Now I know it wasn't a mistake bringing you here. Come, I have something I want to show you right over here. And we're leaving the old man behind and just going right by him. Now for Red's theme. This is the warrior who fought against the attacking Gi. He kept them from taking even one step into Cosmo Canyon. Yeah, this part is going to be really good in the remake if they do it right. But he was unable to return home. Look, Nanaki. Look at your father, at the warrior, Seto. Yeah, the music combined with this almost gives you chills. And I remember this was one of the wallpapers when the game came out. Red with his with the statue there looking up at him. Cool part. That's Seto. Seto gave up everything to protect this canyon. Even after the Gi's poisonous arrows had turned his body to stone. Even after they had fled the battle, Seto continued to protect us. And he continues to protect us, even now. Even now? You thought that he was a coward, and he ran away when the Gi arrived. But in truth, he was rushing to stop the enemy alone here in this cave. That is your father, Seto. So he... Did Mother know? Ho ho ho, she knew. The two of them made me promise to seal away this cave. They asked me to seal it myself, and to not tell a single soul. The Gi were still a threat. They didn't want Seto's death to be a burden on anyone. Cloud, would you mind leaving the two of us alone? Nanaki, I want you to continue your journey with Cloud and the others. Grandpa, listen, Nanaki. Cloud says that they are trying to save the planet. Honestly, I don't think it can be done. For even if they stop every reactor on the planet, it will still succumb. Even if they try to stop Sephiroth, everything will perish. But Nanaki, I've been thinking lately. I've been thinking if there was anything that we could do to ease the planet's suffering, or maybe more than that, to save the planet from what seems inevitable. No matter what happens, isn't it important to try? Am I just wishing against fate? I am too old to do anything about it. This year, I'll be 130. That is why, Nanaki, you must go with them for my sake. Grandpa, I wanted you to see your real father before you left. I'm so glad that you came back while I was still alive to show you. Grandpa, don't talk like that. I don't want to think of life without you. Well, I've had a long life. Grandpa, listen. You must live. I'll do what I can for the planet. Then I'll come back to tell you about my journey. Nanaki. I am Nanaki of Cosmo Canyon, the son of the warrior Seto. I'll come back as a warrior, true to that noble name. So please, Grandpa. Is that coming from Seto? It can't be. Seto. Father. Yeah, I just hope that they don't watch this part in the remake. It could be a really, really good scene. And we're all at the candle. They said they finally finished fixing the buggy. Shall we get going? So this is it, Red. That's just the way it goes. He came in handy at times. Alright, so we'll take Avalanche again. Barrett and Tifa. Alright, so Cosmo Canyon is all done. And wait for me, I'm coming too. Cloud, please look after Nanaki. What happened? I think I grew up a little. That's what happened. Good line. So there's the 4 Condor battle available. And alright. That's it for Cosmo Canyon. Next up is Nibelheim, and that's where I'm going to end the video. I'm going to do the 4 Condor bits. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good night. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll have the next one up pretty soon. Bye.